Why do all moon landing conspiracies focus solely on the first moon landing? Exactly. Whenever anyone says that the moon landing was fake, I ask, which one? Moon landing conspiracy theorists tend to have very little knowledge about the actual moon landings. And I wouldn't be surprised if most of them aren't even aware that there was more than one. If they knew stuff, they wouldn't deny the moon landing. What you've got there is a self-selecting sample. It's simply the nature of the beast. All conspiracy theories completely ignore any and all evidence that speak against them. So to the people believing in the moon landing conspiracies, there have only ever been the one moon landing. The first one was fake, and all the rest real? If they were smart enough to know there was more than one moon landing, they'd be smart enough to know the moon landing wasn't fake. Apollo 11 had to convince the entire developed world, who was watching it live. Less eyes were on the subsequent Apollo missions, and less had to be proven. Also Apollo 8, which orbited the moon. Fun fact, this is where the famous photo, Earthrise, which is just an incredible, gorgeous photo, comes from. Once found a conspiracy theorist point out that these photos must be fake since the Earth doesn't move in the moon's sky, since it's tidally locked to the Earth. While true, they had no idea that these photos were taken in lunar orbit. Also found it kinda funny that this dude thinks the grand conspirators are that stupid to forget about something so basic. Edit. Also, very curious to see how they react to Artemis. Were the first ones fake, but not the new landings? Or are they both fake? It'll be funny to see how they sort that out as more and more evidence comes in that we're on the moon. When I mention other landings beyond the first, most people have no idea. Why didn't we go back? Quote, is something conspiracy people always ask when it comes to the moon landing. SMH. I think it comes down to two things. 1. Not understanding how something works or was done, and getting increasingly frustrated when people try and explain it. For example, we can't possibly have advanced from no space travel to landing on the moon in less than 10 years. 2. Fearing a move away from what is currently normal, or the status quo, fearing change. For example, the US is invincible and can't be attacked on its own soil, so 9/11 must have been an inside job. You are presupposing that these conspiracy theorists are aware of the multiple moon landings. First and foremost because they are nuts. The whole notion that it was a big conspiracy is absurd on every level. But if they can discredit the first one, then all subsequent ones are now in question. Very much like the flat earthers, it is just mental illness at work. Because most conspiracies grow out of a lack of information and poor education about a subject, with randoms people filling in blanks with, I reckons. A good example of how people can super focus to the point they see nothing else. A closed mind. Trumpist attitude. I'm starting to think their arguments might not be that solid after all. Because every conspiracy theory boils down to that famous thing you think you know. Well, I'm the one who's really in the know. This lets them feel superior without actually having to, learn things. If they were willing to do real learning, they wouldn't be conspiracy theorists. Why doesn't the crazy idea fully follow logic? I am guessing because it's a crazy conspiracy. That is the only one that they were brainwashed to believe was fake. They didn't even know about the others. This generation only knows what facts the internet tells them. Most conspiracy theories are about allowing low IQ Low status people feel high IQ and high status. So most conspiracy theorists are pretty dumb and can't really think. If they could understand logic and stuff like that, they wouldn't be conspiracy theorists. That's not the case with my mom. She denies everything, from the first to the last, and even tries to deny that the ISS exists and that satellites are up in the sky. After that I started laughing and stopped listening to what she was saying. I can't show her pictures of the ISS because she'll laugh at them. And can't try to put any logic in her brain. Like, how's GPS working if there aren't any satellites? People are weird.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.